All right, I think we're actually officially live. We're the Podcasting Dead. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that
Shut the fuck
subscribe button.
up.
We talk about the Walking Dead, amongst many other things, and with the Talking Dead being off the air, we might get a little more clout now. But I'm Justin, and
Why is they off the air? What? I don't understand.
JP, we're live, dude.
Why is the Talking Dead off the air? What happened?
The
Chris Hardwick?
coronavirus,
Oh my goodness, that stopped them.
apparently.
Uh,
Oh,
Yeah.
but so what did you think about the episode?
well, it was a pretty good one. Pretty good one.
I really like this episode, like all of it. I like that we actually had a couple of pretty big deaths all in one episode. We didn't have to wait for a finale or
Yeah, no
premiere.
kidding. Gamma just like Beta was like, bitch, that's it for you. You're gone. Sorry.
And we kind of got a little confirmation that Beta apparently must have been a celebrity before all of this.
Yeah. What was it? Is she one of the Kardashians or something? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We haven't found out yet. I had read where they were going to say he was like a singer. JP, back up from the cameraman.
Sorry.
I had read somewhere where they were going to say he was like a famous singer or something, but apparently my girlfriend had said that it's possible he could be a football player because, they didn't give Tyrese that story arc from the comics. So I'm wondering, and let us know in the comments, what do you think Beta was before the apocalypse? Apparently he was someone famous, and I've heard they've hinted towards musician, but I don't know if they're going to go that route or not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's a somebody of somebody. He's good at slitting throats. That's for sure.
Yeah, he is. Feel bad for Judith having a breakdown at 11, no doubt, man. If Earl failed, but if Earl actually killed himself that way, I told my girlfriend that's like the gnarliest suicide I've ever seen on.
Jesus Christ! Just shoot.
Good job, JP.
I dropped my phone. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Turner Rex says it was an Easter egg from Fear the Walking Dead. Remember, Daniel was carrying his record. Right? That's what I had read. So maybe he was a singer.
Jeez, what a way to end your life, man.
Yeah, that would have been
like
gnarly.
Impaling your skull. Jesus Christ!
And then he missed.
Ugh. Yeah. I mean, and not even get that right.
Jeez, that was one of those suicides. Like, man, you got to be precise, or else you're going to be in a world of pain. And he was not very precise.
No, apparently not. That looked bad.
And let's see. The ending was great. Holy crap! The ending was gnarly, man. We saw it coming, right? But when it happened, it just was so badass. Did you notice how they kind of tried to replicate that cover of the issue in the comic where Alpha dies? How Negan's holding her, like embracing her. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah, no, I did indeed, and I was just like, ugh. Negan, he's had enough. It's not going to work the way she's trying to make it work. So he's got to do what he's got to do.
Got to do what he's got to do. And so apparently it was Carol that let Negan out. I mean, this whole thing was kind of their plan from the beginning, it seems.
Yeah, apparently so. Carol, he was her doing the dirty work. So
yes, she must have, like I said, she must have been the one to let him out. I'm confused because if Carol and Negan were working together, why did Carol follow her into the cave? I think that Carol just let her emotions get the best of her. I think that was the plan, was Negan was going to kill her for Carol, but I think that Carol just let her emotions get the better of her and, kind of disrupted the plan.
Yeah, her emotions. I mean, they've been here, they've been there. Carol, not the most reliable when it comes to emotional stability, but Alpha, not.
Do we think that Connie is still alive? I think that Connie is still alive. Do you think Connie's still alive?
Oh yeah, dude, gotta be.
She's too good of a character to give an off-screen death to. Like, way too good of a character.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Just, oh, yeah, Connie, she's buried under like a ton of rubble. No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that she's. I don't think that she got an off-screen death. I think Connie's alive. We're gonna see her, and I'm gonna tell you, the more time we spend with Kelly, her sister, the more I'm liking her because up before this half of the season, I just didn't really feel like. I don't know. We had some time with her. I didn't really connect with her, but now seeing her kind of without Connie, I'm liking Kelly, man. She's a good character.
Yeah, same here, man. I think there's a lot to be done there, and they're going to do a lot there. And yeah, I mean, that's not the last we're going to see of that character buried under a mountain of whatever.
Ghost Wolf said, well, we know she's not buried because we know she got out with Magna. They were holding hands and then with a herd. But I like this season a bunch. It has a Game of Thrones, Walking Dead feel, best season in years. I agree. I've really been digging this season.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Where was Lydia? That's a good question. I think that Negan, she got out of her restraints, and I feel like Negan didn't tie her tight so she could get out. He just needed to keep her away from Alpha as long as he could. You know what I mean? Like, he obviously wasn't going to turn her over, and I think he didn't want her to stay tied up. He just needed to kind of keep her busy while he was, murdering her mom.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, pretty sure that's how it happened. I mean, he saw that things there was no like whisper grand plan. I mean, they're just a bunch of yahoos. So yeah, he had to cut her mom's head off. That's it.
I did feel bad for Gamma, man, but I'll tell you what, she went out like a champ, man. Like she went out, she saved them, she killed all those walkers, and even with a knife in her gut, man, she still was throwing it at but I'm gonna tell you, Beta killed her almost like Rick killed that rapist, like stabbed in the stomach, then just gutted straight up. Whew.
Yeah. Ooh, disemboweling. Yeah. It's never a good way to go.
This to me felt like a lot of older Walking Dead episodes. We had three big, we had two really big characters and one fairly big character all died. Yeah. It wasn't a premiere, it wasn't a finale. And I really dug it, man. I really don't have much negative, if any, to say about this episode.
Nah, man. It was balls to the wall all the way, blood on the floor. Yeah.
How did you feel about Alpha's death? As someone like myself that's read the comics that saw this coming, do you think it was executed well?
That's how. No, that's exactly how it needed to go. I mean, Negan, like he kind of got a whiff of her way of things, and he was like, "Nah, this ain't gonna work," and he did what he had to do. That's it.
My reaction when Negan slit Alpha's throat, if my 10-month-old daughter wasn't asleep upstairs, I would have stood up and been like, yeah.
Yeah. Right,
so I didn't. I just sat on the couch quietly and was like, yeah, woo. Yeah. Go Negan.
Still.
Oh man, apparently Gamma getting lots of love there in the comments. And I definitely think she was definitely growing on me.
Oh yeah, man. And she went out spectacularly. It was a good thing.
It sucks about the Talking Dead not being on tonight, though. I mean, of course, when it's not on, that's good for us because people are like, well, crap, I want to hear people talk about the show.
Yeah.
So they, fortunately come here. But I mean, Alpha, don't we want to see her on the Talking Dead? I mean, to see her. I mean, she's done now. I mean, I would love to hear from Samantha Morrison. I mean, she's done. I've loved her as Alpha, and it kind of sucks that we're not going to get to see her. See her say goodbye.
Yeah,
unless they're gonna they'll bring her on to the next one.
I mean, they need to, but we did get a little robbed there. No Alpha on the Talking Dead, yeah.
I applaud her though. Samantha Morrison did an awesome job as Alpha. As someone who, I'm still sad that it didn't end up being Sarah Paulson because a Sarah Paulson Alpha would have been gnarly.
Yeah,
but Samantha Morrison did awesome.
Well, look, we've still got to have like a governor.
Yeah, but Pamela's just not that Pamela's just not that memorable of a bad guy, though.
She's no Alpha, that's for sure. But
I mean, if you even really consider her like a serious, I mean, she wasn't a good person, but I don't know that she was necessarily a bad guy. You know what I
mean? Yeah. But Sarah Paulson could take her to a whole level we've never seen before. So who's to say?
Judith killed that whisperer at the hilltop and realized he was a person. Oh, dude, that actress is doing phenomenal. I mean, from that scene of killing a walker that wasn't a walker, it was a person, and then her whole goodbye scene with Earl, and then her after Earl. I mean, she is killing it. I see big that she's a great actress.
Oh yeah, dude. She's taking the show to the, she's the one carrying it into the future. That's for sure.
Yep. So Beta is the new big bad, no pun intended. Oh boy, tonight would have been the night for the Talking Dead. I know, but we're here to pick up their slack.
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
We're outside the studio begging for change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're here. It is what it is. But no, Beta is coming back with a vengeance. He's got bad things on his mind.
Oh yes, I feel like he's gonna find her body getting eaten by walkers.
Yeah.
DG says wanted to see more, wanted to see Alpha's head fall off. It was more like Rick slicing Negan. But I think that's kind of what they were going for. I felt like he was using Rick's play. It was kind of like Negan taking what he'd learned from others and using that, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they wanted it to be like when Rick slit his throat.
Right. Yeah. I got that too. You're not going to see him sawing the head off, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, look, no Talking Dead brought us here. Mark out Mania. What an episode of The Walking Dead. Hey, thanks for joining us. We're glad you found us. And we're also missing The Talking Dead, but we're glad you're here. Awesome episode. If you're just joining the conversation, I think JP seems to have enjoyed it. I know that I enjoyed it. Just so many things to go over. So, all right, we know Luke is being pulled on a sled by Aaron, right? Luke's hurt.
Yeah.
At first, I couldn't really quite tell if that was Luke. You know what I mean? Oh wow, work-life balance. Asked that. I didn't even see that. I guess we were in sync. Work-life balance. We were thinking the same things. So Luke's hurt on a sled thing, and just trying to figure, make sure we know where everybody is. So we know Father Gabriel made it. I mean, from that battle, it seems one of the only main deaths would be Earl, right?
So far, yeah.
That we know. I mean, the rest were just kind of no name, like red shirts.
Yeah.
Oh no, would they be gold shirts? I don't know Star Trek.
No, it's red shirts.
Red shirts are kind of your extras, right? Just kill them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't Captain Picard wear a red shirt though?
Well, that was the Next Generation, but no, original series, your red shirts, they're the Expendables. Because Kirk wore a gold shirt. You see what I mean? Yeah.
Yep. Hey, thanks, David. We really appreciate it, man. We're glad to have you listening or watching, I guess I should say. And yes, I'm pretty sure that was Luke. I thought the same thing. I didn't think he was that recognizable at first. But I remember my girlfriend and I were watching. I was like, "That's Luke, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." Luke looked like it took something to the head.
Yeah, man. I was a little what's going on? I don't know. I guess we'll see next episode. But yeah.
Yeah. And I think that they're heading to Alexandria. That's got to be their safe space,
Yeah.
This, I mean,
where else do they go? I mean, come on.
I mean, unless they're headed to Oceanside or something, but
yeah.
But yeah, I think that they're headed. That makes sense that they would be going to Alexandria. But the only thing, and it's not a complaint, it's just more of a nitpick. But I feel once they were all covered in that substance, they sure were none of them were catching on fire. You know what I'm saying? I felt like some of them were a bit too close to fire to be covered in a highly flammable substance.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. But yeah, maybe it got diluted. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah.
That was Lydia's stick that Carol found. That was Lydia's cool little staff that has the swinging thing and all of that. And yeah, I can't wait to see the Michonne thing either next week. The only complaint I have, and it's again not a complaint, I want to see the Michonne thing. She's one of my favorites, but man, I feel like we're going to get all this momentum, and now we want to know more about the Carol Negan dynamic.
Right.
We want to know how people are going to react, how Beta's going to react, and we're going to just be gone for a whole episode or two. So that's again, and I'm glad if we're going to go away with anybody, it's Michonne. She'll keep me entertained. But I just, oh man, I really want to know. But maybe they'll flash back and forth. Who knows?
Yeah, next episode will definitely be like a one-off Michonne thing, and it's fine. But even still,
it's just it's not that we don't want some one-on-one time with Michonne, but after all of this, we kind of really want to know like what everybody's thinking. You know?
Yeah, that would be nice. But Walking Dead, we'll get one episode with just Michonne, and then we'll pick back up with everyone.
Excuse my adjusting here, just trying to get the best angle. But yeah, Oceanside's supposed to be the last resort, so they should be going to Alexandria first. That makes sense.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Foxy and the Puppet Show says, "Hey guys, what happens to Negan after the dust settles?" Foxy, do you mean like in the comics? Like, do you want to know what happens in the comics? I mean, we're happy to tell you, but we do have to give a spoiler warning. Or are you just asking what do we think the show is going to do with Negan after all this is said and done?
As of right here and now, he better get his ass out of there because Beta is going to be looking to.
I think we're going to get the Beta Negan fight we wanted, man. I think we're finally going to get the Negan and Beta fight. Let's see. Eric says, I wonder if Judith's fighting spirit diminishes after killing a human and a friend. It was very emotional for her. Yeah, and I mean, I just hope she doesn't go all Morgan. You know,
yeah,
like all
Jesus.
Life is precious. I mean, you're definitely right. I mean, to be that age and have to go through, well, number one, all the stuff she's already been through, but then add on like killing a living person, having to kill someone she clearly, loved. Yeah, I could see her trying to be a little bit more peaceful. I just hope she doesn't go radically peaceful like Carl did. In a matter of an episode or two, it's like, we can't kill anymore. The whole this entire show, I've been molded to be the next badass bitch, but you know what? I don't want to kill anymore. Like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, just deciding I don't want to fight. I want to go to school.
Yeah, why not?
But
no thanks.
Yeah. So Fox wants our opinions of what is going to happen next with Negan. I'm really hoping, and I won't give too many big spoilers, but in the comics, after they kind of wrap up Negan's thing, he just kind of disappears. So I'm really hoping they don't do that in the show.
Yeah, I think he's going to be around for at least through the duration of the Whisper War. He's going to stick around.
I'm hoping he'll stick around for the rest of the show. I'd like to, because I think a lot of us comic fans felt kind of shorted in the Negan department.
Yeah, it was a weird road to hoe. But I think he's going to take the Rick Grimes, storylines more or less. So I think he'll be around.
Negan and Carol better not become lovers.
Yeah,
that would be an odd couple. Yeah, and JP just seems to not find Carol attractive in any capacity, so I'm sure he wouldn't care much for that. Somebody asked earlier in the comments section, I meant to address it and got sidetracked, about Negan taking Lydia into the Barn of Pleasures.
Oh, no, that'd be like way too incestual. But it could happen.
Incestual? Negan ain't related to Lydia?
Yeah, but I mean, even still.
I mean, I could see the age gap being a little, pedo, ish, but.
I mean, he's been there for, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Negan's kick ass.
I'd still watch them. I'd still watch.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Oh, man. Wasn't expecting an episode like that so early. Dalton, that's what we're saying. That's why we love this episode so much, is because you weren't. I mean, I think a lot of us were thinking it was, especially if you knew that Alpha was going to die, a lot of us were thinking, yeah, it's getting to that point. But I mean, this episode definitely just checked all my boxes.
Yeah, that's what we needed. Just like a balls to the wall episode. Nobody's safe. People are dying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like I said, I really hope they'll get back to this where it doesn't have to be a finale. It doesn't have to be a premiere. You don't announce, days or months in advance. Hey, so-and-so is going to die on this episode. Make sure you're listening, watching. So,
yep.
I work in radio, so you're going to hear me say listening a lot of times when I should say watching. So you just got to bear with me.
Yeah, it happens.
I enjoyed Carol getting punched. Someone had to tell her off. I didn't like Carol getting punched, to be honest, because I don't really care much for Yumiko. So if Carol was going to get decked, I would have preferred it been by somebody else. Yumiko, I'm just kind of like, I don't like you anyways. Don't be punching my Carol.
Yeah, and I mean, Carol let her get that shot in. That was for sure.
And Carol took it like a champ too. I mean, if anything, Carol kind of showed her like that didn't really hurt, but I have been kind of an ass lately. So I'm gonna let you skate with that one.
So yeah. You know, I caused a cave in, blah blah blah. So yeah, you can get one, but
yeah. All I'm wondering is whose old lady Negan's gonna smash out next. It looks like he might Carol might owe him a favor now. Well, I mean, then again, I guess she gave him a favor when she let him out, but
yeah, but still, yeah, that was crazy, man. Carol just letting the dog off the rope. I mean, yeah.
She probably figured if anybody could do it, it'd be him.
Yeah, and he got it done. For sure.
I don't like Yumiko, but I'm so over Carol. Yeah, I mean, I think I said that on the podcast a while back, right? Or something to that effect. Like, I like Carol. She's an OG, and I don't want to see her go. But at the same time, it's like, really, we've had so much time with her throughout 10 seasons that I'm just kind of like, another Carol-centric story. But I will say it has been done really well.
Yeah. No, dude, this episode, all of my reservations about this season, like this episode just, justified, or whatever the episode of that is. So.
Would we have been satisfied if Negan killed Alpha with Lucille 2.0? No. JP, would you?
No, we didn't need that. I mean, we just needed, just
we knew
do
how
it
happened in the comic. Yeah, we knew in the comic. It was so shocking when it happened, and you just were like, "Oh, damn!" And it was brutal. And I mean, we didn't get to see, like in the comic. I think you actually get to see him kind of slashing her head. Like, I mean, he just straight up
like sawing it off.
So I mean, they spared us that, I guess, to keep it from being, but so brutal. But no, if he would have smashed her head, and then too, I guess he would have had no proof to take back and show them that
that's true.
She was dead. Like, I swear, this is her eye.
Yeah, like this bag of mush. That's definitely her.
But again, man, applause to Samantha Morrison because she just did so good as Alpha. Like, I was so happy. And I'm glad that they didn't overstay Alpha's welcome. In my book, some people might think she'd already been there too long. I feel like she was there just the perfect amount of time.
Oh, absolutely. And we might still get some flashbacks. So, who's to say?
I mean, do you think, all right, now here's a good question for the listeners and for you, JP. Do you think Alpha would have actually killed Lydia if she'd have been in that cabin?
Yeah. She's crazy, man. She's fucking crazy. Yeah.
But you think this would have been the time that she would have done it? Because, she had told them she had did it a while back. She didn't. I don't know. I feel like she would have, but only because it's like the last straw.
Right. Push come to shove, I think she would have done it for sure.
Man, that was a good twist though. When you see that, she's not in the cabin, she's in the other. Let's see. What's this say?
Yeah.
I'm from Arkansas and never miss your podcast. Excellent episode. And thank you guys for covering it. Hey, thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And what else are you going to do? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not really that tired. So
yeah. And I'm getting ready to watch Westworld. Season 3, so
you told me
here
to watch that together in the that's what you told me.
I can't be
no, I think you did. I think you did, to your credit. I do think you said you couldn't promise you wouldn't watch it, but you'd watch it again.
No, I won't promise it. No. Yeah, I mean, I watched it a couple times. I mean, it's Westworld. Just to understand it, you've got to watch it a few times, but I will be watching it tonight.
And then I'll probably watch it tomorrow. But we're planning to podcast about that. I don't know for sure. Being that it comes on the same night as The Walking Dead, it's a little awkward. But
a little weird.
We'll be figuring it out. Hopefully, we'll be able to get out their podcast on Mondays as well. But we're just gonna have to work on that.
Where's old Derek Patterson?
We're gonna get him in. Yeah, we're gonna get him in just a little bit. I think we're gonna try to continue having a new listener join us each week on these streams if we can. We think that'd be a really fun idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
But
yeah,
he needs to come on.
Really hope we get a flashback of Negan and Carol planning everything. No doubt, man. No doubt. I want
Yeah,
to know.
we might.
Let's see. Greg Nicotero directed tonight's episode, and today is his birthday. Well, happy birthday to Greg Nicotero. And man, he's a Walking Dead OG. He's been with the show since the beginning. So thank you to Greg Nicotero for all that you do.
Beautiful guy.
Pretty sure he's been there since the very beginning. I know he's been there since at least
I think so.
2, but I think he's been there since the beginning because he actually was the walker that bit Amy. He was the walker, I think, that was eating the deer and that they all beat the crap out of. So yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
the beginning.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think he was like, I think at first his main focus was like makeup, and then he started getting it. They started having him direct and.
Yeah, man. I think he worked on like old the Dead movies, like Romero movies.
Right.
Pretty sure.
All right, now what do you think about this one, JP? David Hall says I got 20. Says Negan and Carol been hooking up the whole time.
Man,
I don't know that they've been hooking up. I think that Carol's just hate of Alpha was stronger than her hate of Negan.
Probably so, but man, I don't know. He might have tasted that juice. It's hard to say.
It just sounds so gross when you say it like that.
Yeah, it does. That's true. But it's hard to say, though.
Hey, you want to make it a bit more festive in here?
Yeah.
You want to make it a little bit more festive in here? Give me 1 second. I apologize for the crotch shot, people.
Uh-oh.
Did someone just get murdered in your house? Oh, that doesn't really show up on camera the way I thought it would, except for on my face. But yeah, are we having a party now?
Oh yeah, there's the luminescent dots blasting.
If I get a techno beat going, will you dance?
Yeah, probably will.
Come on. Is that how you dance at parties?
Probably not. No.
You dance. If you do, you're doing better than I do. This is how I dance at parties. If I'm dancing at a party, dude, it's time to take me home. That means if I'm willingly dancing, that means I'm about 20 minutes from a complete blowout.
Hello.
Let's turn this off. Oh no.
Oh no.
And the party's over.
Yeah.
Let's see. Going back to the comments section, was Alpha's death the best of all the Walking Deads? If not, what was the best? Do you think Daryl will be the main character now? I don't think they're trying to make anybody the main character. I think that they're doing a really good job of kind of Game of Thrones in it. I think what they're trying to do is get away from the Rick Grimes thing where you had that one central character and give us multiple characters to focus on. But I mean, if there's going to be a lead, it'd be Daryl or Negan one. Yeah,
for sure. And Negan's definitely doing some stuff to put him in the running.
Oh. And I don't know, JP, I don't know if Alpha's death was my favorite of all time. It definitely is going to be up there. But JP, who's your favorite death of all time in the show? Could you pick one?
Oh man, favorite. I mean, that's like someone you want to see die, like the most impactful death. That's a hard thing to say.
I want to say my favorite was Herschel, just because of how it hit me emotionally. Like when Herschel,
yeah, that was up there for sure.
Herschel's is probably my favorite.
Oh my god!
And I'll wake up tomorrow and be like, no, it was so and so.
You say that, yeah? I don't know, man. It's tough.
Well, let's see. Dalton says, I'm glad Negan killed Alpha. Otherwise, his Whisperer arc would have been pointless. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Let's see. Would you have rather seen Lydia kill Alpha instead of Negan? No, because of what Dalton just said. It would have made his whole time with the Whisperers absolute bullcrap. Because we knew Negan, we knew he would have never wanted to have hurt Lydia or Judith. And even though that he wasn't beloved in Alexandria, there definitely were people that he didn't want to hurt, that he wouldn't allow harm to come to. So it would have just made it stupid if he just was like, I'm going to hot diggity dog. I'm going to join the Whisperers.
Yeah, he was there for a reason, and he fulfilled his mission, and it was a beautiful thing.
Alpha's death is definitely going to be in the top 10. Carol and Negan never really had any scenes or history during the Savior arc. She only knew that he was ruthless, so the best person to infiltrate the Whisperers. That's right. I mean, Carol
Yeah.
really didn't have much interaction with Negan during any of that.
Mm-hmm.
She killed a bunch of his men.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
But
There's no respected zombie cinema that hasn't been touched by Nicotero. I'm pretty sure he's the go-to. Yeah, I think I've heard them like back when the first season or two it was out and they were going behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure I watched something where they talked about he's like one of the most respected special effects makeup people in Hollywood or
oh yeah,
in TV.
yeah. He's had his finger in every pie like since like Night of the Living Dead, no doubt.
David says the best death was Rick biting out the claimer's throat.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
That definitely was a badass one. Dalton just said Shane. Now, Dalton, I might have missed another comment, but what were we talking about with Shane here? I'm going up to see if I can find it. JP, are you able to see the comments pop up on the screen?
I've seen a couple, yeah.
Okay, cool deal. Yeah, we're still learning StreamYard. This is a really sweet streaming service. It makes everything so much easier, and I love that we can put comments up on the screen. But yeah, let's see. I think that I don't know, man. What is your favorite part of this episode? Like
the end, man. It's got to be the end for me. I mean, if the end wasn't the end, it wouldn't have had the impact.
Dalton says that Shane was his favorite death, and I do got to agree that Shane is probably one in my top 3.
It's definitely up there for sure.
I mean, I just remember
Shane, the governor, even Tyrese for me. I mean, Tyrese was a big one.
Oh man, that was such an emotional episode. I had some people that were like, I don't really care about Tyrese, so I thought it was boring. I'm like, dude, I definitely think Tyrese was shorted when it came to, just like Jesus, his comic counterpart was 10 times better than his on screen.
Yeah, agreed.
No disrespect to the actor. It was all in the writing, but it still was really sad when he left.
Yeah. Oh, hold. I dropped something.
What'd you drop? Is that a TV?
No.
Why do I feel like this is what a lot of your dates see?
Oh.
Let's see. Chris brings up a good point. I'd say Merle's Walker death was my top emotional one, seeing that his brother had to put him down. Absolutely, man.
That was a big one, too.
Absolutely. I kind of wish Alpha had more public death where the Whisperers and the survivors saw it happen. Yeah. But it, I think they were just trying to stick close to the comic. Oh, the dude. Oh man, Tom Payne that played Jesus was supposed to come back for The Talking Dead tonight. They just dropped the ball.
Really?
The coronavirus is ruining everything, man.
Yeah, man. It's a real thing, and it's putting a damper on a lot of stuff.
It really is. Like, man,
too bad. Yeah,
too bad. Everybody watch it. Here's a PSA in case you didn't know. You don't have to wait until a pandemic to start washing your hands.
Yeah, that's true.
Mind blown.
But you and I will, pandemic aside, we'll be in the studio tomorrow. We'll be doing the Podcasting Dead.
That's
Beautiful
right.
Thing. Yeah,
that's right. Shiva's death was worse emotionally. Yeah, that
was a bad one too.
That sucked. Poor Shiva, man. I felt so bad for Shiva, for Ezekiel, but mostly for myself because that was a really boring story arc.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like I said, it definitely had its moments like Shiva. Plenty of good moments in the whole Savior arc. It just was really long and drawn out.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what Michonne's got going. Do you think Carol could die this season? If so, what would her death be like? And that episode 14 is called "Don't Look at the Flowers." Oh man, do you think somebody's going to put Carol down?
It could definitely happen. I mean, they haven't killed like an OG main character. They've killed some main characters, but yeah, it could happen, man. I don't know.
Let's see. The coronavirus will slow down all of Hollywood. They're pushing back movie releases. Yeah, and I read an article, Penelope, where they had pushed back the production of Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. So it's affecting the universe. Now we'll still podcast, but if there's no Walking Dead, I mean, I guess we'll have to find something. Jesus Christ, JP.
Yep.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh man. Let's see, but I think we got someone coming in here. Yeah, we do. Welcome to the show, Mr. Derek Patterson. What's up, brother?
Oh, there he is.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
What's
Hey,
up?
the audio's coming through.
Yeah, man, we got you. So you
Good deal.
got to see this episode a while before we did, man. You just been like waiting to hear people start talking about it.
Yeah, I have. Saw it on Friday night and just kind of curious to see everybody's reactions, but I thought it was a good one.
Oh, I thought it was
good.
I thought it was awesome, man. Let's see. Honey Buster. That's an awesome name, by the way. Not sure if y'all covered this yet. I'm just tuning in. What do you guys think will become of Negan after this? Will he walk away or try to integrate with the group? He got some brownie points. I hope, Derek, I was telling JP, I really hope we get more out of him with the show than we did in the comics, because after this whole thing came over, he just kind of walked away.
I think he's in it. I think he's got a contract as well. I think he's going to stick around.
I hope so, man. He brings a whole lot to the show. And
They need him to, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's just going to walk away like he did in the comics. So
I hope not. How did you guys react seeing King Ezekiel pop up? Says Eternal Wreck.
Beautiful.
I figured he was there. Like, it's one of those. You know, I was like, he's not dead. I really, well, especially too, JP. We didn't see it on the trailer, and everybody pointed it out afterwards that there's a preview of him walking with Eugene and them to meet these people or whatever. So, you know, our big death prediction of King Ezekiel was kind of wasted.
Well, premature, but yeah, he's probably on his way out. But no, it was great seeing him in this episode. He's doing things as only Ezekiel knows how to do them.
So that means the Barn of Pleasures is still up and operational.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Tumor and all.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, it was but what was your reaction when Alpha died? I mean, you probably figured that was coming this episode, right?
I did, 100% I did, but I didn't think it was coming like that. I had no clue that it was coming like that.
I loved it, man.
Yeah, surprising. I figured it might come this episode, but I thought they rushed the end of the episode. I thought that we still had some time left, and then, you know, as everything started happening, I was like, oh wow, they're gonna really make this happen in a hurry. And
man.
It did. It happened in a hurry.
It did.
Yeah.
Do you feel like maybe Negan used what Rick did to him on her? Do you think that's kind of what they were going for?
If not, it was an unintentional callback. Yeah,
right.
You know, he split the throat the exact same way, but they had the hand behind his back the whole 9 yards.
Dalton says, "No Talking Dead. That sucks." It does, but
it does suck.
We're like the Dollar General version of the Talking Dead. So
that's so true.
Yeah, we don't have any celebrity guests, but we're here nonetheless.
We have listener guests.
Yeah, we have those. Yeah.
That's about as good as it gets, right?
Oh, yeah. Some people aren't shaking hands because of the coronavirus. I'm not shaking hands because everyone's out of toilet paper. You know, we legitimately ran out of toilet paper on Friday, and I told my girlfriend, I was like, I really want to go get some, but I don't want people to think I'm one of the crazy people. So I might have to go grab out of the woods.
That's super nuts.
Yeah, man.
JP, what's happening over there?
It's a battle royale. That I was on a tin roof earlier. It's been crazy, man. But you know, like I said, I've got I indulged on The Walking Dead. I've still got Westworld to watch. Tomorrow night is Better Call Saul. It's a good night to be cooped in the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like so David Hall says, I feel like Ezekiel's real backstory was that he was a pimp from Augusta, Georgia that wore a royal blue leisure suit. Just saying. JP, that's what you hope. I mean, he does run the Barn of Pleasures. I mean, who better than a pimp from Georgia?
It's true, and that probably is his backstory. You know,
I'd buy it.
just running hose and getting his dick sucked and all this kind of stuff. So,
But nobody's
Yeah.
eating his ass though with the toilet paper shortage.
no,
Oh man. Oh, that ain't nothing for the Walking Dead people. They've been without toilet paper for many years now. Many years.
yeah,
JP, I feel like this is also what your dates see. I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
probably, yeah. It's
I've
pretty
never seen
accurate.
you from this angle, and I don't like it.
Woo! If you don't like it, you better
Oh,
learn
man.
to love it.
Oh my God, this is getting a little uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Alpha never wiped. I don't think Alpha ever wiped. She'd probably be like, do the wolves wipe their butts? No, we don't wipe as nature intended.
Yeah,
She probably drug her butt across the just got a
Across the
mental image
grass.
of Alpha like scooching her butt across the grass.
right. Who needs to wipe?
As nature intended.
But
Oh man,
no,
you guys are
man.
commenting so much I can hardly keep up with. I'm trying to make sure I try to get as many people's comments on the screen as I can. So if I don't get yours on there, just try and throw it up there again, and I'll make sure it gets some screen time.
But no,
But,
man. Ezekiel, I'm sure, man, he had like bitches coming out the cracks of the sidewalk. You know, there's no end to it.
All right, yeah.
Shoot.
I'm sure, yeah.
My sock came off. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, you know what happens
JP,
to
man,
socks.
let us see your hands. Show us your hands, JP. We need to
Yeah,
make
don't
sure
worry
that
about my hands. Don't worry about them. It's fine. They're in a
The
good
requ-
place.
looks like you're in a good place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm always in a good place.
Let's see. They could use all the extra skin they cut from the walkers to wipe with. Oh man, wiping your
Yeah,
face.
why not?
Wiping your ass with. Oh, here now. All right. What do you guys think Beta was waiting for with Gamma? Do you think he was going to lead her? You know, he was kind of standing there waiting on her to turn. Do you think he was just going to lead her back to Alpha as kind of like a, yay, I did it? Or do you, I thought for a second he was going to cut off her face since she had ripped off part of his face.
That might have happened. I don't know, but him stabbing her was kind of that comic Aaron scene. If you guys remember that, where he stabs Aaron right at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that's true.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was just like, he's gonna wear her face. And then I was like, no, he's probably just, he wants to run her home to Mama Alpha to be like, look, I got, Negan's getting everybody she's asking him to get, doing everything perfectly. And poor Beta's like the poor redheaded stepchild that's just like pining for mom's attention. Like, please love me, Alpha, please. Yep. Let's see. I feel like this whole apocalypse is an overly aggressive form of syphilis that Negan has been spreading this whole time. He's just immune. That would be pretty dope if Heisenberg's meth and Negan's syphilis combined, and that's what started the apocalypse.
I mean, I think we all know that doing a little crystal, it makes you want to fuck. I mean, we've all been there. So yeah,
Not all of
it makes perfect sense.
Me either.
Yes, Derek, that's what I thought as well. So you got people agreeing with you, Derek.
Right on.
Though I'm not exactly sure what he was agreeing on, but let's see. Mind blown. Yeah, it was definitely one of those episodes. I was talking earlier, Derek, and I mean, I don't know if you had tuned in at that point. We're talking about just how awesome it is. We're getting back to episodes that are not finales or premieres where they're actually killing off multiple main characters, and you're just like, oh shit, no, not Gamma. Oh shit, Earl. Oh shit, Alpha.
And it takes you by surprise. It's great. It's nice
It
to see
feels
The
good
Walking
to be
Dead
surprised again. I agree 100%, man. What did you think? What did you think, Derek, about Earl's attempted suicide? That shit was gnarly. Like that's a
It was
that is
dark. It was dark
wild.
having those kids. Dark having the kids there too.
Oh
And,
shit.
It didn't work. She tried, but Judith being a little badass she took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he knocked himself out. Could you imagine if you missed like that? But I could just see that going so many other ways wrong.
Yeah.
Like maybe it gets halfway stuck in your eye and don't go through your brain, or
Yeah. Ugh.
so he got lucky on the fact that he only knocked himself out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Let's-
Earl went out like no one else has before.
Did anyone else have a laugh when Negan was trying to herd the walker and he was rolling his eyes, walking back and forth? That was freaking hilarious. I want to put music to that.
Yeah.
The Negan. You
yeah.
know what scene we're talking about, JP?
Oh yeah, dude, that was great. He was just like, "Why am I wasting my time?" You know. Yeah, it was beautiful stuff.
Oh yeah, I thought it was freaking hilarious. The baby crying was too much. Yeah, the baby. I thought it was. I didn't realize that baby was as grown as it was.
Yeah, that baby's been around for a while.
I like it too.
I didn't realize.
I did think it was funny though
Grow up quick.
how like just so serious Alden was. Like, now back away. You're not holding this baby. All it took was for the baby to not shut up. And he's like, all right, you know what? To hell with it. Take the baby.
Right.
like,
I think that's how most of us would react. Yeah.
yeah, he changed his mind real quick, man. Because I mean, he really went like in a matter of a minute from like, now back off. You're lucky I brought you. And he's like,
Right.
all right, it won't shut up. You take it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad Gamma got to hold him before she died. You know, I didn't think about that. No kidding. She did get to hold him one more time before she finally died.
Yeah, man. She, she circled her arc all the way around.
Oh yeah,
Killed her
yeah.
sister, then got to die after holding the baby. Is a good thing.
All right, now Derek, what did you think of the whole Gamma death thing? Do you think that was pretty? Did you enjoy that?
I did, but I thought that it was just kind of convenient that he just happened to.
That big bastard,
Yeah.
like Beta could really sneak up on you in broad daylight. He's the size of a
It's so weird
tree.
how that happens, isn't it? Yeah, he's
Just
like
turn around
6'4",
and
6'5", and yeah, he's nimble on his feet.
I'm gonna tell you, he's like a ninja, which I'm really excited to see like who he was. A lot of people saying he's going to be a musician and like before everything turned, and I'm that's what I'm. Somebody says, how is Beta now? What's Beta gonna do? Oh, Beta's gonna lose his shit.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
he's ready to march into like straight up war. He's like Simon when Simon was like just wanting to kill them all. That's gonna be Beta, and I think several good characters are going to be taken out here in the next few episodes.
Definitely.
As a result of Beta's rage. Oh man, the episode's replaying now, and there's sweet innocent Earl. He's still got his hat on.
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
Hadn't been bit yet. I thought it was pretty gnarly too. The Whisperers sneaking in the way they were. I almost had Daryl. You know, Daryl was fighting, and one of the Whisperers snuck in with the zombies, and he swung, and the Whisperer ducked. He almost fell for the same thing that Jesus did.
Yeah, almost.
I'm glad to see Rosita didn't die. That was my biggest worry.
There's still a couple episodes left, man. I'm
I
worried.
was gonna say by the end of the season, I think she might go.
You think she's going to go?
By the end of the season, I do.
I could definitely see it providing some kind of motivation for Eugene with this new community, like being his driving force to, honor her memory or something.
Yeah.
Eric Small says the show just started again. It has. It's actually on right here. The season finale synopsis will blow your mind.
Ooh, I ain't watching it. No.
I'm staying away from that because I want it to happen. I want to see it as it happens, but I'm glad to hear that. Whenever I hear that, it's going to blow my mind. That's The Walking Dead I remember.
Yep.
Let's see. Night, fellas. See y'all next week. Good to find a new channel for Walking Dead heads. Thank you, Ghost. We appreciate you, my man.
Good night.
The dude in the middle of the screen has the coronavirus.
It's possible. I've had a heavy cough.
He looks destroyed. Test him immediately.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's corona positive. I mean, I think
I'm positive for something. That's
he's
for sure.
THC positive, most likely. A little too much, if I might observe, but no, getting back to someone who I really don't care that much about, Magna. She just strolled up with the Whisperers. What did you guys think of Magna's return? I mean, it was kind of just like
it was like, oh, here I am.
Shocking. Yeah, it was surprising too.
Hey, I made some new friends. I mean, she was almost talking to like really short, almost like the trash people. And at one point, I was like, Jesus Christ, she's been gone for like a day, and she's turned into one of the trash people.
Yeah.
And like, how was she disguised? How weren't they just eating her? I mean, she had a
I
little
don't,
bit of blood
yeah,
on her, but that's about it.
right? No, it's plot armor. That's how she made it through that herd.
Yeah.
Oh, Architect Perspectives, thank you for being here for us, especially since there's no Talking Dead. Hey, while there's no Talking Dead, hopefully we can get us some new listeners. I think the shield blockade they use reminds me of the movie 300. Yeah, it definitely had like a 300.
Yeah.
I think it was like Game of Thrones feel.
Yeah.
Gamma's mom was in that deep throat. Alrighty.
Love it. Love it. Sucking
well,
that dick all day long.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm with the Eternal Wreck. I almost wouldn't have mind seeing Connie roll up instead of Magna. Like I like
He's filming.
that's right. She's in a Marvel show, isn't she, or a Marvel movie?
Yeah, that's what.
That's
this is all
right.
going on.
God, I hope she doesn't end up like Heath, just disappears and we never hear from him again.
No kidding.
Yeah, I thought that Magna was. At first, I was like, well, I don't know, because I was like, she looks fresh to be a zombie, and then I was like, she's probably not a zombie. But then I was like, I was like, there's no way she's not a zombie, because how would she get in the herd without? It was odd when she rolled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Talk about Sven Johnson and Steve Koch. Forgive me, but I don't know who they are. Do you fellas know who they are?
No clue.
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're good people.
JP, have you been tested for the coronavirus? Now this guy has me concerned.
Oh, not yet, but I will be right after. I'm in the same proximity as you. After that, I'll get tested, and we'll all know where we stand.
I think it's good to get tested every now and again, JP.
Every now and then, yeah.
Throw that out there. Just little tests,
Yeah, why not?
God, the Q-tip swab. We've come a long ways, haven't we, fellas?
We certainly have.
Thank God.
STD testing used to be something You see, side note, this is not related to The Walking Dead at all. This is just something I'm seeing on TV that I want to discuss for at least a moment. Have you noticed, JP and Derek, that the nuggets at Burger King used to be 10 for $1? Now they're 8 for $1, and they're advertising it as if that's the biggest value. And it's like 2 weeks ago they were 10 for $1.
Very sad.
Motherfuckers, aren't they?
Burger King's nuggets just don't hold up. But anyways, I digress. Is it weird that the virus in the TV series ends with 19 like COVID? What is it? Our pal from last week, Seth, was telling me something about a conspiracy theory that 5G is going to combine with the coronavirus and make zombies. Have y'all heard anything about that?
No,
Very possible.
Nothing would surprise me.
I love JP. JP just doesn't even half listen to the question. Just like very possible, very possible.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Whisper Negan. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to turn the TV off. I keep getting distracted.
Jones has been hauling for
I know.
for all these years, and he may just be right on the money.
No shit, man.
I think he's onto something, but
Fuck.
nonetheless, I'll be back on top of things tomorrow.
I hope so.
Well, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. Is there anything that we didn't discuss? I mean, which is always something we didn't discuss, but I'm thinking of some of the major points. I mean, there's a lot happening this episode. I'm loving that. Loving that we're going between so many different stories. It's very Game of Thrones-ish.
Yeah.
No,
but I think we hit all of the major marks. Again, I'm liking Kelly now that we're spending more time with her. Alden, I really don't care that much about. Luke better get better. I really like Luke, so I'm hoping he,
I think he'll be cool. I think he'll be all right.
And but yeah, Derek, thank you for joining us, man. Super
Derek,
cool to
yeah, finally. You're a
Good
beautiful
JP
guy, Derek.
JP is aesthetic, if you can't tell. This guy.
Oh,
Hey, for the Patreon people. Hey, for the Patreon people, can you show us your impression of your Ube or whatever? So that's what he was doing when he gave you the Big Bang Theory. And you're 100% sure that man wasn't a zombie.
No.
Uh,
No.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you, Derek. We appreciate you, the rest of the listeners. We'll be back next week. And my feelings won't be hurt if the Talking Dead's still off. Not that I don't love it, but we like getting new listeners. So,
well, they're at least
Works.
off next week.
oh, is it coming back up
True.
next week?
No, it's off next week for sure. Possibly the week
No
after that it comes up.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, hey, we're here for you. We're here
Yeah.
for you. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the broadcast. JP, hope you have a good night. Derek, I hope you have a great night. And everybody else, will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. You'll hear us tomorrow. You'll feel us tomorrow.
I think I'm just going to like cut our streams out and we're just going to follow JP for the next hour.
You can do it. Yeah.
Like we'll do this, right? And
Ooh, yeah. You follow me. Ooh, yeah.
all right, we're here.
Give me a little breadstick. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I think one night I want to strap a GoPro to JP and just see where he ends up.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about
Who knows, man?
We'll see you
You'll be
guys
all right.
next week.
Take it
Derek,
easy.
we appreciate you,
it.
man.
We gotta go.
Thanks. You got it.
We out.
Bye, Derek.
Take it easy. Bye.
Love you.